All right. Hi there. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us on our digital platforms. The meteorologist Mariel Ruiz, meteorologist Greg Fields here, also in the Weather Center, keeping an eye on radar for you. Right now it is 12:05, and we are taking a look at radar across the area. I'm going to give this a couple more seconds, make sure the audio is working okay. So if you can hear me, make sure to drop a comment wherever you are watching. Let me know that you can hear me okay, and if you have any questions as we move forward, also let me know. So we'll be talking about not just radar right now, but what it will look like here in the next few hours. And just within the last 5 minutes, we did see a severe thunderstorm warning become issued. It is for a storm that's currently in Denton County. So I am going to actually go ahead and zoom in on that for you. Waiting for my comments to load here. All right, Leslie said you can hear me. Comments loaded. Kathleen, thank you so much for confirming that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started talking about the severe thunderstorm warning that is currently in place. Now, like I said, this happened just within the last 5 minutes. We just came off the air 10 minutes ago, and this was issued just after that. So that severe thunderstorm warning is in place for Collin, Cook, Denton, and Grayson County, but the storm is currently in northern Denton County. Now, this is moving to the east at 40 miles per hour. And the threat with this storm in particular is the potential for hail. So I'm going to zoom in where I see the hail core right now. It's just to the northwest of Denton proper. So the community of Crum, just to the north of Highway 380, is where the hail core is, and it's approaching I-35. So if you have maybe some relatives, maybe some friends, or maybe you yourself are close to the campus there, something to consider staying off of the roads, because this rain is also coming down quite a bit. So definitely make sure to keep that in mind. So this is the only severe storm that we have in the area. I'm going to go ahead and put a track on this now. I'm going to zoom out just a bit more. Again, this storm is currently in Denton County, but it is moving to the east at about 40. So this track here has it going into, let's see, it is currently 12:08, and it looks like Little Elm at 12:25, Prosper at 12:35, Frisco 12:36, Weston at 12:46, McKinney at 12:50, Melissa at 12:55. So again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for the potential of not just quarter-size hail, but also 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I'm going to see what the hail core looks like. I'm going to use a different product here. Okay, so it doesn't look like the hail core has moved too much. It does look like it's over Interstate 35 there, just to the north of Denton. Let me see if I can circle that for you. Right there. Those are two little hail pockets. Now again, quarter-size hail will be possible with this storm, but otherwise we are just looking at some heavy rainfall and some gusty winds. I'm going to pan out a little more, show you just what else is going on. Across Dallas-Fort Worth, not a whole lot to report other than the cloud cover. It's warm, it's humid in the area. Let's see. Here's another storm that's looking a little bit more developed. It has intensified, but still not severe. We'll see if the National Weather Service does issue a warning on this one. So this is in northern Parker County to the north of Weatherford, north of Interstate 20. If you're familiar, this one also moving to the east, maybe slightly to the northeast towards Pecan Acres, towards Springtown, towards Azle. And Azle really just getting the tail end of the heavy rain here. But I am seeing the potential for some small hail, maybe pea-sized with this one, and also some lightning. So this will continue to move to the northeast, maybe slightly to the east, kind of in that general direction. So that's really what we're going to be seeing today. We're going to see these thunderstorms kind of pop up and quickly intensify, kind of like the one in northern Denton County. Here's a look at all of North Texas, and it shows you that line of showers and storms. I'm going to stop the radar here, but it shows you those showers and storms anywhere from Gainesville to northern Parker County into Palo Pinto County. Let me pull up my comments here. Angel, is there going to be hail in Frisco, the Colony? The threat is there. Right now, there's nothing in the area. When will they hit Hearst? So here's the thing about today's activity. It's really scattered. So between now and say 7 p.m., we're just going to see this really expand in coverage. So if you are in these communities that you're asking about, you'll likely just, it's going to kind of be random, especially north of Interstate 20. Between now and about 2, 3 in the afternoon, we're going to see these storms kind of expand in coverage. Where they pop up, we know the general area north of Interstate 20, but then they'll take kind of a northeastward trajectory, kind of like the one in northern Denton County. All right. Thanks for letting me know where you're all watching from. Out of Mansfield, Arlington. Okay, some of you are asking about other threats. So I'm going to take you through what radar looks like, and then we'll talk about some of the other threats for today. Again, we'll be watching these couple of storms. One of them, severe thunderstorm warning in northern Denton County, but the warning also includes Cook, Grayson, and Collin County, just because it's moving in that general direction. I'm going to show you here a big view, though, of the storms. They're developing in a line from Gainesville, Denton, Palo Pinto County, Parker County, all the way just to the south of Abilene even. So these storms will continue to push off towards the east, and you can see them moving as I loop these storms here in the last hour. And with these storms, they're kind of tapping into an environment that's really humid. So heavy rainfall will also be a concern today if you're asking about other threats, as well as the potential for some gusty winds. By far the biggest concern will be the potential for large hail. So it looks like we do have a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning. That's why I paused there. I saw this popping up. And sure enough, that one storm I was telling you about in northern Parker County, there is now a severe thunderstorm warning for it. And this is going to be in effect until 1:15. So Denton, Parker, Tarrant, Wise County included in this. This one also containing quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So I'm going to see this here. It's moving in the same general direction to the east, northeast, and again, 40 miles per hour. So if you are in the community of Saginaw, you'll see the heavy rain arriving to you at 12:23. It's currently 12:13. If you are in Roanoke, 12:35, Trophy Club, 12:39, South Lake, 12:43, Flower Mound, 12:47, DFW Airport at 12:51, and because of the lightning, you can bet on some delays there. Louisville around 12:56, Irving 12:58. So that's what we're going to be dealing with today. We'll be dealing with these storms that kind of pulse up and quickly intensify. But because of that, we're also looking at a flood watch. A flood watch is in place through tomorrow evening for 1 to 3 inches of rain, isolated amounts up to 5. And really what we're also looking at, of course, is the large hail threat, the strong winds. There is a low isolated tornado threat. Again, that one is going to be a minimal threat, but it's there. It's not zero. So certainly something that we'll be watching out for. But of course, right now, just looking at the hail threat. And here's a time cast. Between now and 2, you'll see these storms really, again, north of Interstate 20 for the most part, and they'll be pretty scattered. So this is now 3. This is showing you 4. Look at how that coverage just goes up. This is now about 5. This is 6. You see those storms along the Red River, maybe some along our western counties then. And again, really scattered. We're just kind of waiting on them to pop up, and then we'll be able to track them moving to the northeast, maybe slightly to the east. This is now Wednesday at 7. This is at 8. And after that, I am expecting a lot of the activity to kind of start to scale back. I'm not expecting any storms, any severe storms to linger overnight. We could still see some scattered activity, but I think tomorrow is our next round of it. And tomorrow then brings on a slight risk for severe weather. That's level 2 out of 5. And still same threats, large hail. Secondary threat will be the strong winds as well as the heavy rainfall that could lead to flooding. And there is that low isolated tornado threat. And that's if these storms kind of become just better developed. So between, say, 7 a.m. and noon on Thursday, we could very well see a cluster of storms moving just along and south of Interstate 20 from the west to the east. It kind of depends on where tonight's storms leave off. So we'll be looking for some outflows tomorrow that could help get these storms going tomorrow. So tomorrow's location on the storms will depend on how today's storms kind of end up. This is now showing you between noon and 4 p.m. on Thursday. And again, we could see another round in the Metroplex and towards the east. So we'll be watching that. But again, we could very well see the location and timing of the storms tomorrow change, kind of just depending on how today plays out. And after tomorrow, the threat lowers for Friday, but it will be back on Saturday during the afternoon and evening hours, but rain coverage at that point will be very low. And then after that, we're then also talking about the heat kind of cranking up, high temperatures in the 90s, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Memorial Day, Monday, low 90s, but lower humidity. But I do want to point out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, heat index in the triple digits, just because we will be dealing with the higher humidity. So definitely something to be cautious of if you're spending any time outside. I'm looking through my comments here another time, making sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. Terry said a lot of lightning and thunder right now in Azle. Yes. Terry, you are under that severe thunderstorm warning if you are in Azle. Okay, Josh wanting to know about Van Zant, chances of hail out east this evening. Josh, definitely want to prep for it. Timing for you looking a little bit closer to mid-afternoon to evening. Tony, middle of it in Springtown, lots of rain. Yes, lots of rain. So that's why we have that flood watch in place also that I showed you. Just about everyone in North Texas under that flood watch through tomorrow evening, just because we're dealing with a lot of humidity, a lot of moisture in our air. So these thunderstorms, they just have a lot of moisture to feed on. So they'll produce heavy rain in a short period of time. That's why that flood watch is there. Reed wants to know where the biggest hail will be. That's kind of a toss-up. It just depends on which storms kind of feed off of the energy the quickest, Reed. That's why the enhanced risk is not one small area that we're honing in on. Look at this, the level 3 or the enhanced risk, usually kind of a place where we focus on when we're looking at some of the instability with thunderstorms. It's a really broad area, so it's really hard to say this particular county will see the biggest hail, because that's just not really the case today. It's a very scattered threat today. Let's see. Well, a few more of you are commenting in. I'm just going to go over the severe thunderstorm warnings again. Again, severe thunderstorm warning in place until 1 in the afternoon. It does include northern Denton County. It does include Collin, Cook, and Grayson County. And this is for a thunderstorm that's in northern Denton County, just north of Highway 380. It's now by Aubrey, heading into Pilot Point. And what I'm seeing is the potential for quarter-sized hail. And that quarter-sized hail is really along 35 there in far northern Denton County. So that'll be what we're watching. I'm going to put a track on here for you, don't worry. But this is all heading towards the east at about 40 miles per hour. So the heaviest rain, let's see, if this keeps expanding in coverage, McKinney, you'll see the southern tail end of this at around 12:48, Little Elm 12:24, so in the next 5 minutes or so. Frisco 12:34, and Melissa around 12:51. So I'm going to put this in motion for you so you can see it a little bit better here. So you can see that storm kind of just progressing. It is kind of moving to the northeast now that I see it in motion there. And then the other storm we're watching is in northern Parker County right now. And that one is also moving to the east around 40 miles per hour. And I'm seeing the hail core in far northern Parker County here. I know we have a few friends on Facebook Live joining us from Springtown. And you're saying small hail. Tony said small hail, lots of rain. Yeah, I believe you. So there's a look at where the hail core is. It's the really bright pink dot that you see here. That's where we're likely seeing the quarter-sized hail. Quite a bit of lightning with that one too. I'm going to zoom out and put a track on this for you. It's heading towards Rome, Pecan Acres. Azle, you're probably seeing some of that really heavy rain as well, or at least beginning to. So Pecan Acres around 12:30, and Justin around 12:49. If it kind of holds together, Roanoke at 12:52, Trophy Club 12:56, and if it holds together, South Lake around 1:01. And this severe thunderstorm warning in place until 1:15. All right, if you are joining us on our digital platforms, thanks for trusting us. We'll be watching this all afternoon. We are going to give an update on WFAA live television, and that'll be at 12:26. So I got to go prep for that. But make sure to keep tuning in to our social media pages. If anything new pops up, we're going to post about it, and if there's reason to come on and do another live update for you guys, we absolutely will. We have meteorologists here around the clock that are just watching this for you. And as always, if you have any questions, you can reach me on my social media platforms. It's just down here, or for you, it's down here, I think. Just search for me. You can always either send me pictures, you can email them in as well. And if you are on X, you can use the hashtag WFAA weather, and we'll be able to see them quite a bit easier. I'm going to leave you with a look at radar here. If you want to keep watching radar, you can also go to WFAA.com/radar. We have a loop there for you. Stay safe, and again, we'll update you as needed.